right after the storm, we started traveling around the state and visited different areas. And it was the devastation that was there, the crops, the animals, the homes, the barns, all the facilities that were really destroyed was tough. But the people's lives that were disrupted during that time, we got really involved being in the insurance business that we are, and it related to try to get aid and help to these people to start putting their lives back together. Jim Monroe and I visited many of the offices in the part of the state that were hit the hardest. They needed generators, they needed gas, they needed water. We were delivering mail from here. What was impressive about Farm Bureau was the fact that everybody was helping. If you were involved in agriculture, farmers were using their equipment to move debris. People involved in livestock, they were using their horses and trailers and stuff to try to move cattle and try to get them to where they had water or feed or something at the time. And then moving on into the insurance services, our agents, our claims people, our management people here were out on the road every day doing something that was trying to get things put back together. And that was that's how everybody worked together is probably the most impressive part of what happened after all that destruction. With the 10-year anniversary, Vivian and I went to New Orleans a few days ago, and we went all around different areas to just see what's happening. I saw a report that said there are more restaurants now than it was before. In certain parts, the city is rebuilt, and they're working on the streets, and they're doing some stuff that's really been slow to recover. We went out in Metairie where she lost an uncle. He was right by the 17th Street Canal, and he went in the attic, and he was in his 80s, and it got too hot, and he couldn't get out, and he either had a heart attack or drowned trying to get out of there. We went to that house spot, which is a vacant lot. But the houses around there have been rebuilt. That's, signs of improvement. We went down in the lower Ninth Ward, and it's not nearly as many people as it used to be, but they have really come back with houses that have been built. There are post offices, libraries, other businesses down in that area that show that it's coming back. It's a lot of things that are improving there. But it's amazing how much has been done. You say, well, it took 10 years to do it, but the vastness of what was there to be repaired and cleaned up and rebuilt, it's amazing that as much that has been done has been done now. We went to the end of Canal Street, and it's an area there that I didn't know about. They built a monument to the people that were killed during Katrina. And it's right at the end of Canal Street by all the cemeteries, and it's in the old Potter's Field that was with Charity Hospital. And that's where they buried people that were indigent, nobody claimed and all that. There seems to be about 180 bodies there, people there, that either were not identified or were not claimed by their relatives. And it's built, it looks just like the storm. It looks just like the pictures you've seen, the design of it. It's a swirl looking design. It's pretty small area, but it's impressive to go there and see what the foresight that they had to put something together like that to be a monument to the lives that were lost. We both grew up with relatives in New Orleans, and we spent a lot of time there. And when you get out and you see that destruction that we saw, it really affects you right then, 10 years ago. But the longer you think about it, and you think about the lives that were changed and destroyed, and all of the stuff that changed. She had another friend down there that was in a nursing facility, and she disappeared for about a week. Nobody knew where they were. They had to evacuate. And first we thought she was in Shreveport. Then we found out that she was here in Baton Rouge. And she died a week after Katrina. Vivian's mother died a week before Katrina. And this lady, that was a real good friend of the family that lived in the French Quarter, died a week after Katrina. So it's a lot of things that went on about that time.